there everyone, Laurel Beard here with you today, and I'm going to be making a card doing a little foiled stamping. And this is the card that I'm going to be making in the video today with these cute little birds, and that background there on that heart is actually some foiling and some stamping. That's not a word. This is Hero Art's Infinity Nesting Hearts. I'm just going to trace around the heart shape that I'm going to be working with. And this is the Abstract Paint Strokes stamp set from Hutson. I'm grabbing a couple of those images to figure out where I want to place it. And I'm going to focus all of my stamping on the inside of that heart there. This is some VersaFine Toffee ink. I love the name Toffee. I love the color Toffee, but I don't like toffee. My husband loves toffee. I don't like it. Anyway. All right, so here's where we're going to do some foiling here. This is some Deco foil transfer gel by ThermoWeb, and I'm actually going to take a dry paintbrush and I'm going to paint that substance onto my stamp and then stamp down. It does not ruin your stamp. I have done this many times before. As long as you wash your stamp off very well and your brush off very well, you'll be just fine. So I'm going in and turning my stamp and just doing a little double stamping. I'm just making a big hot mess right there. Just make sure you rinse it off right away and you're going to be fine, I promise. Now while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and color the images that's going to go on my card. So I'm using a Copic friendly ink here, and I've inked up a branch and a couple of birds from the Better Together stamp set from Hutson and Hero Arts, and I'm doing some Copic coloring. Now, I don't know how to Copic color. You know, I see all these people and they buy their markers of 3, which I have, and they do all this beautiful shading. I use the same markers, the same paper. It's totally user error. That's why I do watercoloring a lot, because it's more forgiving and it like automatically adds all this shading and blending and all this stuff for you because of the water. But with Copics, you know, you got to know where to put the shadow and where the light casts down and blah, blah, blah. Well, I am lazy and I don't do any of that. So I just kind of whatever. As you can see here, I've got a couple of different shades, a lighter and a darker, and I'm just going in and adding color wherever I think it looks good. You know, I don't know that there are birds actually this color. I don't even know what kind of birds these are. I'm not a bird person per se, but I'm just going in and coloring. I mean, whatever. And that's what I think you should do. And use whatever you have. Crayolas. Go grab your kids' Crayolas. Colored pencils. There's many different kinds of alcohol markers on the market here, and you can see I'm going in and adding I'm adding an orange to a purple, and I think I go over here to the blue and I add something else. I don't know, I'm just messing around, but grab whatever you have and just start coloring. That's what I say. No need to get all into the technical point of it. Be organic, be free, and make yourself a pink and yellow bird like I just did. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I've got these coordinating dies also go with this set. I'm just going to run this through my mini Blossom die cutting machine here. This is from Altenew. It's great to just have this right on hand. I keep it off to the side in one of my Razcogs, and I just reach for it for these small stamp sets. Now let me show you how I did that heart background here. This is where the foiling comes in. I'm using the Amethyst watercolor transfer sheets from Deco Foil ThermoWeb. This is beautiful. I've been hoarding this for quite some time. And this is just a beautiful, it reminds me of alcohol ink, like watercolor, soft, pretty color. It's just gorgeous. So I went ahead and put the foil in the transfer sheet. That's just some wax paper, foil side up. And I'm going to run it through my Heidi Swap. This is the mini Mink machine. I'm going to run it through 2 times. You probably don't have to do that, but I am. And I put it on setting 4 because my daughter's 4. That's why. I have no idea what setting it was supposed to be on, but it works just fine. You can see it's all pressed in there. And then when I peel back, you're going to see this beautiful Deco foil. Ah, that design is absolutely stunning. And it foiled like a dream. Now that's ugly. There is absolutely no rhyme or reason to that panel whatsoever except for the beautiful foiling. I know, so I'm going to take that nesting heart that I traced, the same size die. I'm going to go ahead and lay it there, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. I'm going to take a couple size smaller hearts so I can cut out two hearts for the price of 1 here, and that's going to kind of break up that design where it's going to make a little bit more sense, whereas if I just left it like that, y'all would be like, what, and hit delete. So I'm with you on that. So I went ahead and ran that through the die cutting machine, and then I'm left with 2 pieces. I have the border of the heart, and then I have the inset of the heart, which I'll use for another project. This is a top folding card. I thought I caught it on camera, but I did add some score lines with my scoring tool, and I took a piece of craft cardstock and blended in some of that toffee ink. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down to the center of my card here. The foiling on this card is really the rock star here because it's so pretty, that design, that amethyst design. It's absolutely gorgeous, and every time in every light, every angle, it just sparkles. It's really quite pretty. And I love all the different designs that are coming out. I remember when foil was first introduced, all I saw was solid colors. So this is really nice. So I went ahead and popped that heart up on the inside, and then I'm going to adhere the rest of my card here. I've got the little branch here. I'm using my favorite multi-medium glue because it dries clear. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down right there, and then I'm going to put the birds on the branch here. I'm going to adhere some of the birds flat and then pop up one of the birds, I believe, here. So I picked colors of my coloring that I thought would go well with the foiling. That's where my mind was going. My mind is always completely insane. I'm completely cuckoo. But I love it. I love my husband doesn't. My kids probably sometimes don't, but whatever. All right, so I'm popping some of these birds up here. This is some double-sided foam tape. I love this tape because you don't need scissors to cut it, and you can see I'm just tearing pieces off and just making it work. You can use scissors and be all precise, but yeah, that would take time, and I'm lazy, and I like to move forward here. Then I'm going to take the little Sentiment Stay Coup, which fits right inside those scored lines. Yeah, I planned that. I planned that perfectly, didn't I? And I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss that to tie in with the shine from that foiled background there. So, you know, remember that foiling was made with stamping using the transfer gel and some Deco foil, all by Thermoweb. So you can stamp and foil. And I'll do more in detailed stamping and foiling, but I just wanted to show you how you can make a pretty cool background just by adding a couple of little brush strokes here and there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great day.